Hey everyone, welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. Today is Friday, October 4th. I'm your host, Endrit Sela, and today we've got plenty to talk about, so let's dive right in. Before we get started, just a quick reminder. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. They're your go-to provider for personalized investment solutions and mutual funds. For more details, visit amf-capital.de. So, the stock market yesterday slipped a little as all eyes turned back to the economy and the much-anticipated jobs report coming up. The Standard & Poor's 500 dropped almost 20 basis points, the Dow was down about 40 basis points, and the Nasdaq dipped just 10 basis points. Not a huge drop, but definitely a softer day for the markets. Now, it wasn't just the economy on investors' minds. There's still a lot of tension over in the Middle East. Oil prices? They're still climbing, thanks to supply disruption fears. Brent crude and West Texas Intermediate futures both jumped more than 5% yesterday. President Biden made some comments about a possible Israeli retaliation against Iran's oil facilities, and that kept oil traders on edge. While the market's been rattled by these geopolitical concerns, things have calmed down a bit. Israel hasn't yet responded to Iran's missile strike from Tuesday, and there are ongoing efforts from Western and regional leaders to stabilize the situation. But of course, the big event on everyone's radar is the September jobs report, set to drop today. Yesterday, we got a bit of a preview with some economic data. Jobless claims went up slightly from the previous week, and planned layoffs dipped after hitting a 5-month high. One expert said the labor market is at an inflection point. Sounds like the Fed's next move will really depend on what this jobs report reveals. And speaking of the Fed, they've already made a 50 basis point rate cut. But if we get more signs that the labor market is weakening, we could see another big cut. Policymakers are expecting a 25 basis point cut in November, but this new data could change that. On the corporate side of things, Tesla's stock took another hit, down over 3% yesterday. Reuters reported that Tesla has stopped U.S. online orders for its cheapest Model 3, and that's after some pretty downbeat delivery numbers earlier this week. Alright, that's your quick market update. We'll keep an eye on that jobs report today and see how it all plays out. Thanks for tuning in to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sela. Catch you tomorrow for more market action.